John Ladd works on the same Arizona ranch his family has owned since 1896. His 14,000 acres include 10 miles along the U.S.-Mexico border. And out here, you don't have to look far to see the effects of illegal immigration.
Well, I've had a group of people, at least one group a day since Thanksgiving. And I've been robbed. We've had them in the house.
But migrant workers aren't the real problem. What really worries John is the drugs crossing onto his land.
We've had 5 drive-throughs with 14 trucks total since February of this year.
According to government estimates, only about 15% of those illegally crossing the border are caught, and the fence isn't making much of a difference.
This is Gringo Draw, and this has been a smuggler's point for 100 years. They cut the mesh out at the bottom and the side and across the top, and then they open it up and ramp over. And then this is where they're coming through, cutting my fences, going to the highway.
This is Arlington, Texas, home of Cowboy Stadium, and one of the most technologically advanced municipalities in the country. I came here to meet a man who came up with the security system for the Super Bowl. And he also may hold the key to securing our southern border.
The fence is a wonderful tool if you want to stop livestock, if you want to stop wildlife, if you want to stop somebody for 30 seconds.
Dan Hammonds has put together a unique security solution that has proven itself at venues like the Super Bowl. So how would it become a game changer on the southern border?
We think the border needs to be a line in the sand as opposed to a wide area. If a person crawls over that fence or crosses that border illegally, we've got a wide array of sensing technologies that will set off an alarm and turn on a camera on a node tower so you can determine, is it a person, is it a deer, is it a cow, is it a javelina, whatever it may be. With our technology, we would detect 100% of the people crossing that border illegally.
And here's the kicker. Dan's system costs about $1 million less per mile than a fence like this. While there are already many cameras along the border, there is a major difference in this network. In a word, bandwidth.
We don't have to compress high-definition video. We can pump thousands of video streams in high definition, thousands of miles, and you're looking at it in true real time. So it gives us the ability on a border environment to actually track somebody with a video camera all of the time for as far north as we want to go.
The objective is to give the Border Patrol more accurate and timely information, which in turn makes them safer.
We want to make it safer for the agents that are out here putting their lives on the line every day. We believe that they should know what they're getting into before they get there.
John Ladd loves the idea.
When you know when they cross a line, exactly where it is and what time it is and how many people cross that line, there's no way that they'd get away. So I'm absolutely in favor of that technology. But yet we can't seem to come to terms that that's the way to do it. And so we depend on a 10-foot wall that an old woman can climb over with help. You know, on our ranch, the 10.5 miles of length of it, you could have one guy sitting at a computer module, and he would be able to monitor that whole 10.5 mile, one person.
To his surprise, decision makers in Washington repeatedly turned Dan down, no matter what he offered.
They have shut the door in our face. We offered to do this for them for free. We wanted to build a 3-mile section of it for free, no cost or obligation to the government. All we wanted was an operational evaluation.
In Dan's opinion, the system's potential success could make it a political failure.
We're going to be able to tell the truth of what's going on the border. We are going to be able to show the American public exactly what's happening down there.
In the meantime, the ranchers along Arizona's border feel like they're stuck in a war zone.
Regardless of what Homeland Security and Border Patrol says, the border isn't as safe as it's ever been. There's more drugs coming right now than ever before. A guy driving a Border Patrol truck up and down the border isn't going to cut it.
Chuck Holton, CBN News, on the fence in southern Arizona.